A high school wrestler fighting to keep his high school wrestling career alive and compete in the state tournament. Now, just yesterday, we told you about Anthony Knox's disqualification after his involvement in a brawl at a meet.
Today, Knox and his attorneys asked a judge to intervene, and quickly. The state tournament begins tomorrow. News 4's Charles Watson has the latest.
The only reason Mr. Knox is treated this way is because of who Mr. Knox is.
An attorney for Anthony Knox Jr. says the three-time state champ was targeted and could face irreparable harm if a NJSIAA suspension is upheld for Knox's alleged role in a brawl that broke out at a Camden County tournament over the weekend.
I saw my family being surrounded, and I've always lived by the motto that family's over everything.
Video posted to social media shows the chaotic brawl that resulted in the NJSIAA disqualifying Knox for leaving the bench area and unsportsmanlike conduct. Knox and his family deny hitting anyone and say they're the victims.
I never hit anybody. I was assaulted by a mob of people that had been thrown out of countless wrestling events. No one asked my son after they came to the decision what happened with him.
A lawyer representing the NJSIAA pushing back on claims it targeted Knox and denied the young wrestling champion the ability to defend himself at a formal hearing, saying he declined to provide evidence.
And that is because plaintiff cannot truthfully deny the allegations which caused his suspension.
The NJSIAA also arguing an order that would temporarily defer Knox's punishment would harm other student athletes who would end up in limbo about the results of tomorrow's tournament.
The student athletes have a right to know whether or not, if they participate, what the results are in real time.
If a judge rules against Knox, he says he will not be able to compete in the state championship, which will effectively end his chances of winning a record-setting 4th state championship. In Hackensack, Charles Watson, News 4 New York.